good morning all of you. Welcome back to our course SQL. So in today's video lecture we are going to discuss about few queries that are frequently asked in interviews. So let's discuss one by one. So first query is very simple query, finding the largest salary of an employee. So simple query is asked to you how to find largest salary of an employee. So simply you can write select max of sal from employee. So this will return you the maximum salary in the employee table. Suppose somebody asks you find the second largest salary, then in that case what you will do, you just nest this same query which you have used to find the largest salary. So how I have written this query, select max of sal from employee where salary is less than select max of sal from employee. Now let's understand how this query will work. First of all, inner query will be executed, so that inner query will return a highest salary. So for example, in my table, first highest salary is 5000 and second highest salary is 3000. So inner query will return the value of a 5000. Then in the outer query, what we are doing, we are comparing each and every salary present in the employee table. So first of all, it will check whether 5000 is less than 5000, no, but whether 3000 is less than 5000, the answer is yes. 2000 is again less than 5000, yes. So out of 2000 and 3000, which is the highest? So 3000. So in this way we can able to find the second largest salary. Okay. Suppose somebody ask me find the third largest salary, then what I will do, I will do the same thing again. I nesting the same thing for one more time. Here I have nested for one time, here I have nested this for two times. So first of all, inner query will be executed, it return the first highest salary. Then in second sub query will return the second largest salary, and outer query will return the third largest salary. So in this way you can find the largest salary, first largest, second largest, third largest. So in that case simply you can nest this thing. But my question is that for how many time you are going to nest this? Okay, for how many times you are going to nest this? Suppose somebody asks me that in my employee table total 1000 rows are there, and I need to find the employee 500 largest salary. Okay, means 500 largest salary of an employee. So can I nest this query for 500 times? Whether writing this query is efficient one? No. So it is up to 3 or 4, you up to 3 you can nest it. But after 3, suppose you want to find 10th largest, 11th largest, 12th largest, so you require some generalized query which returns the nth largest. That means in short I can say that you required such a SQL query which returns the nth largest salary. No matter in my table how many rows are there, whether 1 lakh row, 2 lakh row, 3 lakh row, whatever it may be, whatever may be the number of rows present in my table, it should return the nth largest salary of a employee. So this we talk about largest. Similarly you can work it for smallest. So here instead of max, what you will write, select min of sal from employee. This will return the lowest salary. That means largest, in case of largest we are using max function, and in case of a lowest we are using a mean function. But here what is your problem? The problem is that the pattern that we have used to find first largest salary, we can nest up to certain level. After that we are not able to nest it. So for that purpose we required nth largest salary. Okay, so let's see the nth largest salary. Now this is nth largest salary. How I have written this? Select distinct of sal from employee E1 where select count of distinct sal from employee E2 where E1 dot sal is less than equals to E2 dot sal equals to 5. So in this case I want to find fifth largest salary of an employee. So how can I find it? Okay, means one way is by nesting this query for 4 times I can find it, and another way, this is a generalized query which returns the nth largest. Here I have written equals to 5, that means it will return the fifth largest salary of an employee. Now let's try to now we try to understand the logic behind this. Okay, here I just shown you the query. Okay, here I just shown you the query that returns the fifth largest salary of an employee. Now try to understand how this query will work. So here I have taken two table, one is a E1 and second one is a E2. Okay, I have taken these two table, E1 table and E2 table. So this is E1 dot cell and this is what a E2 dot cell. So in this case, intentionally I arrange the salary in the descending order. It is not necessary to arrange it in a descending order. Just for the sake of understanding, I have arranged these values in a descending order. So 5000, 4000, 3000, 2000 and 1000. Let's understand that in my employee table there are 5 rows are there having this particular salary. So here what I have written, E1 dot sal is less than equals to E2 dot sal. So here we are comparing every salary from employee 1 table with every salary from employee 2 table. So first value is 5000. So 5000 is equals to 5000. Okay, again 5000 is greater than 4000, so it will not work. 5000 is greater than so for 4 rows that condition is not satisfied. This condition is satisfied only for once. So in this case what it will do, it has just counted, so we can say that this is a first largest salary. Okay, then that's it. Then what we'll do, we consider the second salary from E1 table. So what is the second value from E1 table? 4000. So whether 4000 is less than equals to 5000? Yes, it is less than. Then 4000 is equals to 4000? Yes. After that, whether 4000 is less than 3000? No, it is greater. So in this case only 2 times condition is followed. Okay, so we can say that this is a second largest salary. Similarly, for in the third iteration, what you will see, we need to consider the next value, that is 3000. Since 3000 is compared with all the values of E2 dot sal, so 3000 is less than 5000. Yes. 3000 is less than 4000. Yes. 3000 is less than equals to 3000. Yes. But after this 3000 is not less than 2000. So we can say that this is a third largest salary of a employee. Similarly, in the next iteration, next value is 2000. So 2000 is compared whether 2000 is less than equals to 5000. Yes. Less than equals to 4000. Yes. Less than equals to 3000. Yes. Less than equals to 2000. Yes. So we can say that it returns me the fourth largest salary of an employee. Okay, and in this case 2000 is greater than 1000. So here condition is not satisfied, that means it will return the fourth largest salary. Similarly, in the fifth iteration we are going to compare the fifth value from E1 table, that is 1000. So 1000 is compared with this value. So in this way this particular nth largest query will work. I have just shown you for the sake of simplicity, for understanding how this query will work. So in this way this query will work. Don't worry about this, I will show the execution of all this with the help of live SQL. Don't worry about this. So here you can write anything. Suppose I want to find 6 largest salary, so instead of 5 I can write a 6. So this is what a generalized nth largest means it is a query to find nth largest salary of an employee. The value of n can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so I think you understand how to find nth largest salary of an employee. So this query will work for any number. Okay, it may be suppose you in your table 1 lakh rows are there and you want to find 10,000 largest salary, then it also work. Okay, so this is all about the largest. So in the exactly opposite manner, smallest will be there. Suppose you want to find nth smallest salary. So what change you need to do? Instead of this particular condition, let's see what change you will do. In this case the query is in same. In case of largest salary and the smallest salary, there is a small change. Okay, there is a very small change. So here in the largest salary, what we have seen, what is the condition? E1 dot sal less than equals to E2 dot sal. But in case of nth smallest salary, condition is E1 dot sal is greater than equals to E2 dot sal. And suppose in this case I want to find fifth smallest salary of an employee. So this is how I can write a query. So try to understand the logic behind that. In while finding the smallest salary, what I have done, I have arranged these all values in the ascending order. While finding the largest salary, we are arranging our data into a descending order, but while finding the smallest salary, we are arranging our data in the ascending order. Okay, so in this case I arrange my data in the ascending order. So here you can see 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. So this is E1 table and this is what my E2 table. So in this case again we try to match this condition whether E1 dot sal. So what is the first value of E1? 1000 is greater than equals to 1000, yes. Then 1000 is greater than equals to 2000, no, condition is false. Now we can say that this is a first lowest salary of an employee. Similarly, now you can take a second value from this event table. So in this case we are comparing the 2000, whether 2000 is greater than equals to 1000, yes, condition is true. Then 2000 is greater than equals to 2000, yes, condition is true. But after that 2000 is not greater than equals to 3000, so here condition is get false. So we can say that this particular query will return the second smallest salary of an employee. So this is what your second iteration. Similarly you may have third iteration, fourth iteration and fifth iteration. So here I have marked all these row in a yellow color. That yellow color represents the number, means this particular table will return first smallest salary, this will return second smallest salary, third smallest, fourth smallest and fifth smallest. So if you understand the logic for finding the nth largest, then it will be easier to find the nth smallest. Okay, so the logic for nth smallest and nth largest is near about same. Only the thing is that you have to replace greater than, less than, this condition, greater than condition and less than condition. Okay, now let's demonstrate this with the help of LiveSQL. We have just seen the generalized query to find nth largest salary of an employee and nth smallest salary of an employee. Now execute this query with the help of LiveSQL. So we are firing this query on the employee table. So already you know about the employee table, but still I will show you the data of an employee table. So in this case what we'll do, first of all we work on nth largest salary. So I will show the data salary from employee table in the descending order, so that you will understand which is the highest salary, second largest salary, third largest salary. So for that purpose what I will do, I will write simple query, select sal from employee, order by sal DSC. So it will arrange my all salary in the descending order. So I just execute this query. So I get this such kind of output over here. 5000 is the highest salary, second highest is 3000, third highest is 2975, fourth highest is 2850 and fifth highest is 2450. Now try to understand, these are the 5 values are there, means n number of values are there, but we need to understand first, second and third, fourth. Okay, so first of all we discuss about simple query. Suppose somebody asks me to find the largest salary of an employee, I can write a simple query, select max of sal from employee. So it returned me the answer 5000, yes, it's a correct answer. Suppose somebody asks me find the second largest salary of an employee. So what I will do, I just simply nest this value. Okay, so we know that second largest salary is 3000. So what I have done, I just nested this query, same query which I used to find first largest salary. So I simply nested it. So I got the output 3000 as a second largest salary of an employee. If you remember this, again I show you the salary of employee in descending order, 5000, 3000. Okay, now if somebody asks me find third largest salary, so again what you will do, you can nest it for one more time. So here what I have done, I nested it for one more time and again try to execute it. So I should get the third largest salary as a 2975. Okay, so here 2975 is the third largest salary. Now maybe you are thinking that why we are using distinct over here. Okay, so I will show you, don't worry about this. Okay, so this is what a simple thing, finding the first largest, second largest, third largest. Now suppose somebody asks me to find the sixth largest salary. So what I will do, is it possible to nest? Yes, it is possible, but that readability of that query is not that much. Okay, for six largest, again somebody asks me for fifth 100 largest, then it is not feasible to nest it the query for that many times. So we require a generalized query. Okay, so let's try the generalized query. Select distinct of sal from employee E1, where salary, where select count of distinct sal from EMP E2. This condition is important. E1 dot sal is less than equals to E2 dot sal equals to 5. That means I want to find fifth largest salary of an employee. Let's try to execute this query and check whether it returns fifth largest salary or not. So 2450, it returns me that it is a fifth largest salary. Now let's check whether it is that answer is correct or not. Just display this salary in the descending order. Okay, now here I just executed this query, select sal from employee, order by sal in a descending order. So check which is the fifth largest salary. 1 2 3 4 5. So 2450 is a fifth largest salary. Now here you can see 3000 is repeated for 2 times. That's why here we have used the distinct. Suppose we are not using the distinct, then what happen? Let's check what happens. Suppose I am not using distinct salary, and in that case you want to return a second largest salary. Okay, so we know that second largest salary is 3000. So in that case, suppose I have not written this word distinct, what will happen? You already know about the distinct clause. Distinct clause is used to remove the duplicate value in the query itself, but distinct clause never remove any data from original table. Okay, now all of you see here, I have just removed distinct word from there. I already told you what is the use of distinct. Distinct clause is used to remove the duplicate value from the query itself. Means it is not a case that by using distinct clause you can remove the data from the table, but it helps us to remove the duplicate rows from our result. So in this case, suppose I remove this distinct word, then what will happen? Just execute it and check that 3000 is repeated twice, but in this case I want it only for once. That's why use of distinct clause is important. Here I use distinct. Okay, that's why I use distinct over here also and here also. So in this way I can able to find largest salary of an employee, means nth largest. Now here you can try it for 8th largest. Okay, just check it for whether it returns the 8th largest salary from the employee table or not. Just try to execute this. So it returns me the value of 1300. Let's check whether it is a 8th largest or not. 1300, whether it is the 8th largest or not. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1600 is a 6, 7 and 8. So in this way it returns me the value that 8th largest salary of an employee. Okay, I hope you understand how to find nth largest salary of an employee. Now let's check how to find nth lowest salary of an employee. Okay, nth lowest salary of an employee. So for that purpose what I will do, I just show you the salary in the ascending order. Okay, ascending order. So in this case 800 is the lowest salary, second lowest is 950, third lowest is 1100, fourth lowest is 1250 and fifth lowest is 1300. So in this case suppose somebody asks you Q to find the lowest salary of an employee. So instead of max, what you will do, you will replace max with mean. So it returns me the lowest salary of an employee. Okay, it has returned me the lowest salary of an employee. Then somebody asked me to find second lowest salary of an employee. So what I will do, I simply nest this query. Okay, instead of max I will replace it by mean. So let's check whether it returns second lowest salary or not, and in this case instead of less than I need to use greater than sign. Okay, don't forget to use that and just execute it and check whether it returns second lowest salary or not. 950 is a second lowest salary. Now somebody asks you to find third lowest salary of an employee. So again what I will do, I will just nest this same query and replace this max with a mean and less than condition with a greater than condition. Okay, here I just replace it and instead of max I have written mean, and then I try to execute this query so that I will get the third lowest salary of an employee. So 1100 is a third lowest salary of an employee. Let's check whether it returns the third lowest salary or not. Check that whether yes, first lowest, second lowest, third lowest. So in this way I can say that it returns the third lowest. So this is a traditional way. But suppose somebody asks you to find fifth 100 lowest salary of an employee, what you will do? Are you going to nest this? So answer is no. So for that purpose we require a generalized query. So same query which we have used to find nth largest salary, same query we are going to use, but instead of um, using instead of using greater than condition, sorry, less than condition, we have to use greater than equals to. And in this case also we are not going to use any kind of aggregate function. This is again important thing. Maybe somebody asks you to find nth largest salary without using aggregate function. So in this case, if you observe, I have not used aggregate function max. Okay, especially they will specify find the largest salary without using aggregate function max. So in this case I have not used any kind of max function, though I have used other aggregate functions such as a count, but here I have not used aggregate function max. Now here we try to get second lowest salary. Now let's check whether this generalized query will work or not. So what change I have done in that query? I simply replace this less than equals to condition with greater than equals to. Now let's check whether it returns the second lowest salary or not, and second lowest salary is 950. Let's check whether it returns answer 950 or not. Yes, it works. It returns me the answer 950. Now let's check to find fifth smallest salary of an employee. Okay, fifth smallest salary of an employee. So I try to execute this query. So it returns me the value 1300. Now let's check whether 1300 is a fifth lowest salary or not. Okay, first, second, third, fourth and fifth. Yes, 1300 is a fifth lowest salary of an employee. So in this case we can able to find nth largest salary as well as nth lowest salary. So this is very important query to understand. Okay, I hope you understand all this thing. Thank you.